Hey everybody, and welcome to another Breed Book Reviews video. In today's video, I will be going over the second part of my book haul, which is all of my manga / graphic novels. There really isn't as much as I thought there was, but we're going to just go over them anyways. The first two I have here are continuations of series you guys should already know that I've been collecting. The first one being Volume 5 of Volume 5 of One Punch Man. Story by One, art by Yusuke Murata, and you all know that I really love this shonen. This is one of my newer obsessions, and I've been keeping up with the scanlations. Have not been keeping up with collecting the manga because I'm pretty sure they're at Volume 7 right now, so I have to catch up to that. Also, this one has if you look close enough, there is a giant indentation, like a line going all the way across, and then it goes over the spine, and then it goes all the way up here, and then curves back down here. And I'm pretty sure I got this one from the bookstore, so I'm very disappointed in myself for not having noticed that before I brought it home. If you all aren't familiar with this story, One Punch Man is about a guy named Saitama. He is your typical everyday worker. He has a very mundane office job, and one day he's like, I really don't want to live this mundane world. I want to be a hero. I want to be somebody who does things for people. So he starts training to be a superhero, and he eventually gets to where he's so strong that he can kill things and defeat things with one punch. He meets other characters that are superheroes, and together they fight monsters and stuff. It's awesome and very hilarious. It makes fun of itself all the time, and that's why I really like this series. The second one I have here is The Heroic Legend of Arslan, Volume 4, or Arslan Senki is another name for it. Story by Yoshiki Tanaka and art by Hiromu Arakawa. Hiromu Arakawa is the writer and creator of Full Metal Alchemist. If you guys didn't know that, that is why I started to read this one. This is about a prince named Arslan, and his kingdom gets taken over by a warring countryside, and he escapes pretty much with nothing but maybe one person with him, and so it's his journey on collecting companions to take back his kingdom. I highly recommend this if you're into historical fiction stories. Very well done. Very well done story, and obviously I love Hiromu Arakawa's art style, so I have to read this. I am behind because I'm pretty sure Volume 4 isn't the newest volume out, but this is where I'm at in the collection. I think there's more than. I think maybe they're up to Volume 5, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been keeping up with this. And the next two I have here are anticipated releases. Sometime last year I did an anticipated release video, and I think at least one of these books was in that video. But the first one I have here is Volume 1 of Black Clover, story and art by Yuki Tabata. And this one is interesting. I actually bought it because I started reading the scanlations online, thought it was somewhat interesting, and decided to go ahead and start collecting the first few volumes. I believe Volume 2 is out right now. It's about a boy who wants to become a mage, but unlike everybody else who has magical powers, he is the only person around who does not have any magical abilities. It's sort of like a Naruto story in which everybody looks down at him, but he still keeps a level head, cheerful personality, and he's goofy. He one day finds a book that helps him with magic, helps him either. It's been a while since I've read it. He can either do magic with this book, or he could do anti-magic. I can't exactly remember. It's one of those shonen stories where it's there's just epic battles and getting stronger to defeat the bad guys. That kind of typical shonen story. I'm still gonna read it because although I say typical like it's a bad thing, I do enjoy those kind of things. I mean, I loved Naruto, I like Fairy Tail, I like One Piece. Those are all those types of stories. So I am very excited about this one. This next one I was highly anticipating for a very long time now. There's another one that just released that I am definitely gonna get as soon as I get the extra cash. But this is Volume 1 of Haikyuu, story and art by Haruichi Furudate. I am the biggest sports anime and manga watcher, reader, whatever. I love sports anime and manga. In the genre of sports anime and manga, like, that's pretty much what it's about. Friendship and working together to overcome, their obstacles and being the best team that they can be. So this one is no different than that. This is a story about volleyball. I have started watching the anime for this. I haven't quite finished season 1, but I'm really enjoying it so far, so of course I have to collect the manga. Another thing that's also been released that I plan on buying very, very soon is Volume 1 of Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko no Basket is a basketball one, and they just released a 2-in-1, the first 2 volumes in like one of the omnibus volumes, so I do plan on getting that. I also just started watching on Crunchyroll a newer sports anime on there called Days. If you like soccer or sports anime in general, check out Days. It's a soccer one, and it's great, and I love it. And the next 4 volumes are all from the same series, and that is Volume 1 through 4 of The Ancient Magus Bride, story and art by Kore Yamazaki. And honestly, I don't know too much about this series. I totally bought it for the covers. This was a complete cover buy. All I know is about this girl here, and she gets sold into slavery to this like demon guy, mage guy, and that's all I know. Volumes 1 through 4. The covers are really cool. That is what drew me to them. Not gonna lie. We'll see if I like it. Really, really strange for me to buy so many volumes in a series that, although I've heard about it, I've never looked into, because I don't typically buy more than 1 volume if I don't know I'm going to enjoy it or not. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. Otherwise it was a complete waste of money. The last manga in this haul is going to be a classic. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I've been trying to add those like classic mangaka into my collection. You know, those mangaka that basically started manga in general. You know, like Osamu Tezuka and other mangaka like him. So I saw this one. All I know is it's an older one, and it looks awesome, and it's sci-fi. That one is Queen Emeraldis, Volume 1 by Reiji Matsumoto, and this is a beautiful hardback edition. I am a sucker for hardback edition manga. Also, again, it's one of those like more classic looking ones, you know, like Speed Racer and Astro Boy type of thing. I do also want to collect those eventually in the future. But I was just browsing in the bookstore one day, and it came across this beautiful hardback edition. It has gloss pages and everything, kind of reminiscent of the hardback editions of Gundam, but that is a vertical release and this is a Kodansha release. So I am excited. Love the back of this. It looks like a little ship console. This is about this character here. She is a pirate queen, Queen Emeraldis, and she is traveling space for something. I really don't know. She bumps into this boy who is attempting to reach Earth, and he crashes on Mars, and I guess he joins her in her adventures because he reminds her a little bit of herself when she was younger or something like that. And so they go on their space adventures. It's really all I know. I am probably going to be making this one of my October reads because I'm not a huge thriller / horror book reader during the October, like scary reads during the October Halloween time. I am the biggest baby when it comes to scary things. So another genre that I like to read during that time frame is space-related stuff, sci-fi things, because I think that other than scary, I also think of aliens when I think of Halloween and stuff like that, and I don't know why that comes to mind as well. So in October, I plan on doing a lot of sci-fi reads. This is going to be one of them because it sounds super fun, and I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are when I do. That was all the manga. Next, we will get to the graphic novels that I've collected over the past few months. The first one I have already read, and I just need to put it in some kind of wrap-up. I probably will be recording a wrap-up today, so you'll know my thoughts on it soon. But that is Volume 6 of Saga by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. Really can't say anything about it because it's Volume 6. Amazing space drama, graphic novel. Check it out if you haven't. Highly recommend. Next up we have Monstrous by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. Don't really know too much about this story except look at this beautiful cover. I was drawn instantly to this cover. It has a very like anime feel to the art style. Plus it's kind of set in like a Japanese type of world or utilizing Japanese things. Basically, it is a story about a girl named Miyaka who is the survivor of a really bad war going on between humans and these creatures called Arcanics. And it's set in like a steampunk universe. Not too sure about the rest of the story. That's really all I know. Very, very, very much looking forward to this. It kind of reminds me, and it's really only because it has steampunk elements and Japanese elements, it kind of reminds me of the Lotus War trilogy by J. Kristoff, which is also a story set with a steampunk slash feudal Japan type of setting, and it was an amazing trilogy. I have not finished it. I've only read the first book. I do need to finish that trilogy. Also, the back has this like cute little fun boy, so cute. Or it could be a girl. I have no idea. And then cat. Oh my god, cat. The last graphic novel I have here is the most exciting thing in this haul ever. I had no idea this even existed at all until I was randomly browsing on Amazon, looking for new books and graphic novels and stuff. Came across this graphic novel here, and I was like, yes. Click immediately. Buy now. And that is White Sand by Brandon Sanderson, Rick Hoskin, and Julius Gopez. It is a graphic novel set in the Casimir universe. That is all. I saw this and I was like, add to cart, like now. I really don't know too much about this, just that it is a new world set in the Casimir universe, a new planet with a new magical system. This magical system uses sand. They can manipulate sand. I kind of want to go into it sort of blind, so I didn't really read the synopsis like too thoroughly, but I do plan on reading this like immediately, probably today. I've been kind of holding back until I hauled it to actually start reading it. Don't know why. My mind thinks in weird ways sometimes. So now that I've hauled it, I'm definitely going to read it. And he is an automatic buy for me, this author, so I really don't need to look at the synopsis in order to purchase it. I have almost everything by him except for maybe his middle grade series, which I will be reading and collecting very, very soon. That is next, but I wanted this one first. So these are all of the manga/graphic novels that I've received in the last month. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye!